From the Giamatti Center in Bristol, it's a beautiful evening for Little League World Series Baseball as day one of the New England Regional continues on the road to Williamsport.
Win or lose, it's how you play the game. With everything you got. No energy saved, no emotion held back.
That one is to left. They play shallow.
And that's what baseball is. A game. A kid's game that says summertime and the innocent time of life.
Ripped to right field. This one's deep, and it is gone.
That gives us moments to cherish and life lessons to follow forever.
Welcome to Bristol, Connecticut for this New England regional matchup where Goffstown Junior Baseball, the New Hampshire Little League state champs, take on the Massachusetts champs, Pittsfield American Little League, in another border battle here in Bristol. Well, the New England Regional is one of 8 regions across the nation, and along with New Hampshire and Massachusetts, the state champions from Connecticut, Rhode Island, Maine, and Vermont are also here. Earlier today, Rhode Island beat Connecticut 10-0. And hello, everyone. I'm Mark Brown, along with former 10-year Major League vet Chris DeNorfia. Welcome again to the team here at ESPN. Mark. And you got one game under your belt, so you're really starting to get a feel for this road to Williamsport. Now, let's talk about the Little League dreams that these guys have to get to that next level.
Yeah, at this point, I'm a veteran now. I've been here for 1 day.
Exactly.
These kids, this is their first day, so they're going to be really nervous. But the dream, like you said, of going to Williamsport is still alive. It
certainly is. And Bristol, well, look, you could be looking at the next champion of the Little League World Series, not just somebody going to Williamsport. Remember, it was just 2 years ago that Maine Enwell, the tiny Little League from upstate New York, won it all, beating South Korea in the championship game in Williamsport. So it could happen. Now, these guys are all excited, of course, as we are, to get this thing started. What are your keys to victory today?
Well, my keys today, number one, is pitching. The pitcher's got to be aggressive in the strike zone and not give away free bases. Defensively, they need to keep mistakes to a minimum. And most importantly, controlling the nerves. This is the biggest stage these kids have ever played on, but they still need to relax, enjoy the moment, and have some fun.
It's all about having fun. These guys are ready to go, and so are we. Coming up, Goffstown, New Hampshire, and Pittsfield, Mass are going to look to start their New England Regional with a victory with their eyes on Williamsport. First pitch is coming up next on ESPN+. That's Evan Blake, the starting pitcher for Pittsfield American Little League from Pittsfield, Massachusetts. The Massachusetts State Little League champions. Ready to get this one going. And Goffstown Junior Baseball, that's the Little League champions from New Hampshire, will send Ryan Strand, the shortstop, up to lead things off. Mark Brown along with Kristen Orphea. This is a New England Regional opening round game, and he starts them off with strike one. Big kid out there.
Yeah, another big kid. I don't know if he throws a knuckleball or if he was just messing around, but he warmed up with one, so he's either got one in the repertoire or he's feeling real loose today.
Well, we'll see. We definitely had a knuckleball sighting. Second pitch missed. 1-1. Fouled off the right side against the screen. Working ahead. Another big right-hander comes over the top.
Yeah, major league equivalent of 91 miles an hour there. That's a pretty firm fastball.
And Strand fighting that one off to stay alive at 1-2. Major league equivalent of 94 on that one.
A little more in the tank.
Just getting loose. And another one fouled off. Good at bat here for Strand. Only seen one ball, but he's fouled off a couple with 2 strikes here.
Yeah,
sixth pitch.
Doing a great job of extending this at bat. Working the pitcher, making him throw more pitches as teammates can get to see a couple more before they get up there.
And there's the tight breaking ball for strike 3. Froze him.
Great little wrinkle there, caught him off guard.
Number 7, Logan Simmons.
So this is Logan Simmons. Both he and Strand are returners from the New Hampshire team. And that one is up for ball 1. Goffstown was here last year. And there's in there for a strike. They've actually been the New Hampshire State champs 4 times in the last 8 years. There's the list of guys who have come back, including the manager from last year.
Well, that's a huge advantage for these kids too, just to not have to deal with the nerves of being here for the first time.
Manager Ryan Simmons was an assistant last year in 2017, now managing this group. His son Logan up at the plate right now, center fielder and number 2 hitter. 2-2 count, 1 out. That one's in the dirt. And we'll go full. 12th pitch on the way here for Evan Blake. His manager Joe Skutnik calls him their number 1 hitter and their ace. And that one gets through for ball 4. So Simmons draws a 1-out walk, and that'll bring up catcher Braden Lambert. Lambert's nickname is Sticks, 5'3", 102 pounds. He's already turned 13, and surprise, surprise, his favorite app is Snapchat.
It's had a lot of similar answers in some of the questionnaires we got. A lot of Fortnite players, a lot of Snapchat.
Yep. And the other thing that is a theme that goes through the, what do you like most about Little League Baseball? Hanging out with my friends, playing ball, being goofy, having fun, and common theme. That one is in there for a strike. He's really sitting there at that major league equivalent of low 90s on that fastball. And that ball is lifted foul and still in play, but they couldn't come up with it over there on the right side. First baseman Tommy Mullen and Nick Brindle, the second baseman, were over there.
It was a bit breezy when I got here today. I can't really see a flag from here, but that ball looked like it came back pretty hard from looking like it was going to be out of play.
1-2 count here. Ground ball to short. They go to second for one and turn two. The hitter, Lambert, may have slipped along the base path. But a double play gets him out of trouble. Massachusetts gives up nothing in the first. Here's another look at it. Great turn. Bottom of the first coming.
The beat is high, so let the music stop. Turn it up now. Gotta keep it going.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner in today's ping raffle. The winner is a player on the Vermont team, South Burlington, Vermont, Bennett Campbell. Bennett may bring your winning ticket to the gift shop to claim your prize at this time.
Earlier today in the New England Regional, Tommy Turner, the Coventry, Rhode Island pitcher, had a 10-0 lead in a perfect game going into the top of the fourth inning with one out. But then Fairfield Americans, Pierce Coles rips this double off the fence to break up that perfect game. Still down 10-0, and the run rule was going to be in effect here if it ended up 10-0. But look at this. Coles seems to miss first base. They appeal, and Rhode Island gets the call and the out. It erases the hit. Perfect game, staying intact. And then with two outs, well, needed a little extra work here on the drop third strike, but got the out. 4 complete innings, the 10-run rule in effect, game over, and the perfect game is official. So Coventry, Rhode Island getting that dominant victory over the Connecticut team. And they right now have the jump on this New England region. How about that, huh?
Yeah, there's always that one play in the no-hitter or the perfect game that makes a difference, and I can honestly say I've never seen that be the one play before. Just an absolute remarkable play.
Yep, it sure was. You never know what you're going to see here in Little League Baseball, that's for sure. This is Will Perkowski. He's just turned 13 during the course of this season. 5'7", 120 pounds. The starting pitcher for Goffstown Junior Baseball. That's the name of the Goffstown Little League Club. His nickname is Beast Mode, and he's going to have to be in beast mode against this Massachusetts team today.
Absolutely. He's going to look to get ahead, keep that pitch count down, and look for some quick outs.
Well, the leadoff batter for Pittsfield, Massachusetts. They're the Pittsfield American Little League. There he is, number 2, Nick Brindle, the second baseman.
Leading off for Massachusetts, the second baseman, number 2, Nick Brindle.
Nicky Singles, that's his nickname. That's all you need as a leadoff man. Get yourself on base.
It's a perfect nickname for a leadoff guy.
He takes strike one, rather.
I love the nicknames these kids come up with.
Well, that one was inside and it hit him. So, Nick Brindle does his job, gets on. Where's one? See where this clipped him.
The left fielder, number 50, Ben Jacob.
That right forearm, it looks like.
It's going to leave a mark. He shook it off nicely, though.
Fastball up high for Ben Jacob. Number 2 hitter. There he is, just 4'9" and 77 pounds. Hey, Isaiah Thomas, not so big either, and he's done some damage for sure. It's amazing the differences in size you'll see at this age. At 77 pounds, about as light as you're going to see. Shows bunt and then pulls it back. 2-1 count.
That was about the size I was at this age. I was always the small kid on the team.
And a slow roller to the right side. Pitcher is over there, and Blake shovels it to the first baseman, Cam Hyzak, for the out. But meanwhile, the runner advances. Worked the same as a bunt, a swinging bunt.
Great communication there. Could have been a disaster with everybody kind of converging on the ball, but looked like everybody talked to each other, got the good communication, and got the out.
And a breaking ball in there for a strike is Evan Blake. We said his manager calling him their #1 hitter and ace, and he's sitting in here at the #3 spot. That breaking ball inside. So Blake, the biggest player on this roster at 5'10", more than a foot taller than the man who hits ahead of him in the order, Ben Jacob.
I don't think I was 5'10" till I got to college.
So late grower. What did you get to?
Not too much taller than that. 6 foot.
6 foot.
Yeah.
Okay. You grew late. You grew in college. That's great.
Late bloomer.
All right, sometimes you're going to see guys over 6 feet tall and multiple guys. This year in the New England region, 5'10" is the tallest. Evan Blake, you've seen him at the plate. That was way outside on the breaking ball. Seems like Perkowski's trying to be careful here.
Yeah, steady dose of spinners, showing some respect to the big fella.
And it worked out for him. Gets him to chase the breaking ball away. Let's see what kind of spin this one's got.
Really good arm action on that one. Nice little snap to it. Late movement.
So now 2 outs. And he starts the cleanup hitter, Antonio Scalise, with a fastball for a ball. Scalise, nickname is Toner. And he came up with a massive walk-off 2-run double to win the Massachusetts State Championship over Danvers National, and that's what got him here. Had to be an incredible thrill for that young man.
Yeah, those are the best memories I have are those walk-off wins, and being the hitter in that case is extra special.
So in our first game earlier today in the Mid-Atlantic region, we saw a couple of starting pitchers who really established that fastball. We've seen Perkowski really mix it up here in the first inning.
Yeah, kind of a steady dose of a little bit of everything he's got. Keeping these hitters off balance. Doing a good job.
He's got a full count here with 2 outs and a man on second. Nick Brindle, who was hit by a pitch, leading off this inning. And that ball is popped up to shortstop. And Ryan Strand makes the play to end the inning. So we've got 1 complete here at the Giamatti Center in Bristol, and no score.
Ladies and gentlemen, for 25 years, he has at no cost to the players or their local leagues. Right now, regional volunteers are coming through the stands accepting donations to help defray the cost of running this year's tournament. Thank you for your continued support of Little League Baseball.
Well, the Goffstown, New Hampshire Little League state champions taking on Massachusetts in this New England regional from Bristol. And Goffstown was here a year ago, and 3 of the players were here last year as 11-year-olds. Logan Simmons, Cam Hyzak, and Ryan Strand. And you can see the physical growth that these guys have had, 4 inches, 4 inches, and 3 inches. So they're much bigger players, and that's certainly important, that strength they're going to get. But how about the experience of having already been through it at this level a year ago?
Well, this is such a special place. You're living in the dorms, you're around all the other teams, the crowds are big, the cameras are on, the lights are bright. And for those kids to be able to come back here and already have experienced that and to tell their teammates about it, I think it's a really big advantage for them.
Here's Cam Hyzak. Loves that watermelon. And he takes ball 1 that gets away from the catcher Antonio Scalise. Hyzak plays first base. His dream job is to be an NBA player. A lot of these guys, most of them in fact, play multiple sports. What do you think about that coming through as a youth player?
Well, there's a lot of specialization right now at a young age, and when I grew up, we always played at least 2-3 sports, and I think just for development, for how you grow physically and develop your muscles, I think it's really important to kind of give your body a little bit of variety in the activity that you're doing. So I really am going to encourage my kids, and I hope others do, to play multiple sports. And yeah, you can still play baseball in the fall and hit in the winter, but mix it up a little bit.
I agree. It's a great thing. Too early to specialize at this age. And that one was fouled off, and serious pain here for Antonio Scalise. He caught that one where the pads aren't. Well, that one speaks for itself.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing.
So he's going to need a little bit of time here as he's attended to by the outstanding staff here at the Giamatti Center. So Antonio definitely communicating with the medical staff there, and that's a good sign. Looks like he's starting to pull it together. We'll give him all the time he needs. Back up on his feet.
I'd say on a whole, catchers are some of the toughest human beings on the planet. I never would wish that job upon anybody, but he's doing a great job.
You know, even if you're not getting physically dinged up like he did there, I mean, all the equipment, the heat, the sweat, the dirt, I mean, you're just working way harder than anybody else. That's the bottom line.
Well, and mentally as well. You're in every single pitch of every single game. It takes a really special player to be able to handle that much.
Right back at it. 2-2 count, nobody out. And strike 3 to Hyzak.
I was talking to our colleague David Ross the other day, and he used to tell me that was some of the most tiring aspects of the game for him, was just mentally being in it for that long and calling pitches and managing pitching staffs, let alone the physical toll that job takes on your body.
And having a guy who is so good at all those aspects that you talk about, right? There's plenty of guys with an arm that can block the plate and they can hit, right? It's all that stuff of how do you handle pitches, call a game. So much that goes into it.
And it seems so easy from up here, or in the stands, or in left field. But I strapped on the gear a couple times. I didn't feel great after those days.
One's foul back.
Healthy rip on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
Absolutely. We talked about the walk-off homers again. I've got my good friend Dave Freed here, who is He knows every little bit of information there is to know, and we're having some fun with you on that for sure. That walk-off double we talked about that won the States says your last home run in the major leagues was a walk-off homer. Do you remember that?
How could I forget? Yeah, my memory's fading, but I do carry a couple memories here and there, and those walk-offs are the special ones.
You remember against who and all that?
That one was against the Royals. I was playing for the Cubs, and it was our last home game of the season. So the fans were all into it, and we ended up going to the playoffs that year. But that could have been our last game there that year, and just a special moment for me because I knew my career was sort of starting to wrap up, and meeting my teammates at home plate is a moment I'll never forget.
And that one is fouled down the line, and that's going to drop in. Miguel Almonte. It looks like an 11th inning. Breaks a 0-0 tie. Does that sound about right?
It was the first pitch. It was a 0-0 tie. It was an extra innings, and it was a pinch hit home run. I think a couple of those things had never happened. If you put them all together, it was a special thing.
Wow. That must have been.
Well, we'll talk about this later.
Check swing, and he went for strike 3 and the 3rd out of the inning. All right, middle of the 2nd, scoreless for now. The big ace, Evan Blake, getting it done for Pittsfield American at Massachusetts.
Play.
Let's check out our division at a glance. All part of Little League International. 6 teams in each region in a modified double elimination tournament. The players are aged from 10 to 13. They are 6-inning games, 2/3 the length of the size of a conventional field as well. Minimum mandatory play, and we'll get into that as we go. Both these teams have 13-man rosters, which means their mandatory play obligation is for all 4 of their substitutes to get 1 at-bat in each game. Here's Tommy Mullen. He's the number 5 hitter for Pittsfield American, the Massachusetts state champs. Fouls that one off for 1-1. Facing Will Perkowski.
And he's got a nice little rhythm, a nice pace going. He's getting the ball, getting back on the mound, and coming and firing the next pitch.
Catching the inside corner on that one. He's got a different arm angle than the guys we've seen before. Likes to kind of drop it down a little, looks like.
Yeah, a little more of a slinger. Kind of got a little Louis Tiant turn to him. A little bit of deception for the hitter.
Louis Tiant, very nice. Hopefully it has sent some people scrambling to Google some of his highlights. Well worth it. So who's the modern day equivalent is Cueto, I guess, for...
Oh, he was just... I led off a game against him in San Francisco, and I thought and maybe it was Cincinnati, and I thought he was going to fall over the first pitch of the game because I was swinging. I didn't want to see that.
That ball popped up off the first base side. Cam Hyzak is able to corral that for the first out of the inning. And the variations, that's the thing, is it's not like, oh, he's got this thing, he turns his back, and that's it. It's like there are 3 or 4 different versions of whatever he was going to do.
Yeah, I was ready for it, and he did it, and I swear it looked like he turned his ankle, and he was about to stop and fall off the back of the mound, and the next thing I knew...
Wow, this is an interesting move here.
Hey, let's go. Do your thing, right? No strikes.
We're going to get a pitching change here. Very early on for Goffstown, New Hampshire. Good chance for us to talk about the eligibility rules. Like the maximum pitches you can throw in a game is 85, and there's a sliding scale here of days rest that you need at certain levels. So in order to be able to pitch the next day, you have to throw no more than 20 pitches. And if you stop by 35, you'll need just a single day's rest and on up. And we will definitely see managers certainly play this game. The number he's thrown is 24, but he reached 20 pitches, that first threshold, within that batter, and then is allowed to complete it and have the number count as 20. So this is a completely different way to approach it, where he's keeping more guys available for more often. That you did in a 0-0 game, second inning, you take a guy out that quickly.
Definitely a little bit of a chess move right here early in the tournament, saving your arms for later on, so you need a little bit less rest. Interesting.
So while Logan Simmons warms up, the lefty, do you want to play Little League in your local community? Well, visit playlittleLeague.org and enter your address to find a Little League program near you. And we would advise that wherever you are in the world, really, becoming a worldwide game, Little League. So this is Logan Simmons. Simmons, the left-hander, will now come into pitch. He's 5'4", 95 pounds, and he is one of those players who not only was here last year, but made a massive impact. Goffstown won their first 2 games of this regional, and he was the winning pitcher with a home run against Massachusetts. So he's not a big kid, but he sure packs a punch.
Doing a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Hit a home run. Get the win on the mound. So here he is. We'll see how he does with 1 out, nobody on. And that one missed for ball 1. So the pitcher, Will Perkowski, has gone over to first base, and Cam Hyzak has moved from first over to third. Max Willett now has moved from third, and he's now in center field. A lot of movement with that pitching change, and that breaking ball comes in for a strike.
Yeah, you really got to play along if you're keeping score with Little League Baseball. Lots of moving parts.
That one just missed. Trying that backdoor breaking ball.
Definitely a different look from the lefty as well. I'm sure a lot of these kids haven't seen too many lefty pitchers at this point.
Oh, that one in there for called strike 3. Busted him inside.
Great pitching sequence there. Went soft away, and then a hard crossing fastball in on the hands. Not much you could do with that one.
Owen Salvatore is up after Cam Syme was retired. looping, breaking, ball missing. So he's behind 2-0. Interesting whether the manager would go with 20 pitches across all of his pitchers, or whether he's selected some that he thinks he'd be willing to go more on. And, you know, it's interesting, too, because if you win this game, you're playing tomorrow, right? And if you lose, you got the day off. So at this point, it's way too early to tell which track they're going to be on.
Like any good chess move, it might be 4 or 5 more moves before we figure out what's going on.
That one just missing. So this count going full here to Owen Salvatore. He's the number 7 hitter and the center fielder. And ball 4. So drawing a 2-out walk is Owen Salvatore. That'll bring Roshan Warrior to the plate for his first at bat, the third baseman for Pittsfield American. Pittsfield American has never made the New England Regionals here in Bristol. The team from Pittsfield has advanced to this spot in 2000 and 2001, but that was Pittsfield South, different little league. And in 2000, that was when it was the Eastern Regional, before it split between New England and the Mid-Atlantic. That began in 2001. 1-1 count. Roshan Warrior. Foul tipped off the catcher. Oh, straight off the mask. Never flinched.
Those are scary, but I know the equipment's been getting better and better. Just trying to protect these kids and these players.
And there's the steal attempt, and he's out. Gunned out. Owen Salvatore to end the inning after taking one off the mask. Braden Lambert guns out the runner. Oh, Strand applies the tag, and we're still scoreless here as we head for the third in Bristol. New Hampshire and Massachusetts doing battle.
Summer forever. Summer forever.
Featuring the Platinum Band, and this time we're gonna get funky. Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands.
How you doing there, ESPN? Need a water?
Right now, we on the baby step. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, left stomp. Left foot, left stomp. Cha-cha, real smooth. Turn it out. To the left. Take it back, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, left stomp. Left foot, left stomp. Cha-cha now, y'all. Now it's time to get funky. To the right now. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time. Right foot, 2 stomps.
Beautiful day in Bristol. The sun still just above the trees as this turns into a night game. New Hampshire and Massachusetts in an opening round. New England Regional. Goffstown. They are the New Hampshire state champion. They played just 6 games. There's no sectional round in New Hampshire. They've gone 5-1. Their one loss was in the state championship. They had a best of 3 versus Concord. Concord won that middle game before Goffstown was able to win it in 3. Second straight year that series against Concord for the state title went the distance. So those two teams know each other well. It just shows you how close Concord would have been to coming here. Battles that these guys have on their way to Bristol, pretty amazing. We've got Maddox Turk in, and he is a pinch hitter. Was not in the starting lineup, and he's going to bat for Alex Magis, who has actually yet to get his first at bat. So this is a little bit of a unconventional way to do things. Normally you get through your lineup once and then you bring in a pinch hitter, but Goffstown and manager Ryan Simmons deciding to get him his at bat right now, and he goes down swinging for out number 1. 35 pitches right now for Evan Blake. So as soon as he throws his next pitch here to a new batter, he will need a full day's rest. And that one lined past third for a nice hard single. As James Baggs sits on that one. Nice work.
A great job here letting that fastball get deep, not trying to do too much with it and just getting the barrel on it, and a really nice line drive through the hole.
Isaac Morin's up next. And a little fake steal there. Talk a little bit more about letting the ball get deep.
Yeah, as a hitter, you can get into a lot of trouble if you get out front. Your body kind of gets out of position. You get off your backside, and you use a lot of your power.
Oh, tough bounce there on the ground ball to shortstop. It hits the lip, and Cam Syme might have taken that one off the head. That one's got to go as a single. He thought he was all set. This hop came out of nowhere.
Tough break for Syme right there. Taylor made double play ball. Bit unlucky.
Nothing you can do about that. So tough break for Pittsfield. Mass now 2 runners on. And the leadoff batter, Ryan Strand, is up for the second time. Struck out looking the first time. His best sports moment was when he hit 3 home runs in a game.
I'd say it's a pretty good moment.
That is.
Or 3.
Most people who've played the game of baseball have never done that on any level.
Not by the time they're 12. I don't think my first home run I hit was I was 16. Like I said, I was pretty small.
All worked out for you, though. And this one fouled off the right side. 0-2 count, 1 out, but 2 on. With Baggs on second and Morin on first, and Strand at the plate. Checks his swing on that one, down and away. They want to ask for an appeal to first base, but Frank Gully, played umpire, not interested in that. I don't think he went. Oh, they are going to ask. Oh, ring him up.
You never know. Sometimes you just got to ask.
Let's see about that. That's Barry Brown. He's the first base umpire. Hails from Saugerties, New York. It's a great angle to see it.
I think that's one that could have gone either way.
Yep.
There's a bit of a wrist snap there towards the end. Maybe just lost control of the barrel a little bit.
So that should not be something that's reviewable, I would think. We've got a conversation from the Goffstown manager here, Ryan Simmons. That is not part of the replay reviewable plays, and they have gotten that squared away. No need to waste any more time with that. So that's a big out right there. Big out, big strikeout. So now 2 outs with the 2 runners on base. Scoreless game here in the top of the 3rd. And Logan Simmons walked his first time up. And that one is a wild pitch that gets to the backstop. And both runners advance. Did that ball go through?
Definitely didn't see it come back.
Yeah, it might have gone through one of the gaps in the backstop.
Number 7, Logan Simmons.
So second and third now. And that ball misses, so a little bit of a problem. First base is open, but the number 3 hitter, Braden Lambert, on deck. Number 2 hitter, Simmons here. And he takes a strike. Simmons, one of the players last year. Look at the numbers. Hit .333, that home run in the game that he was a winning pitcher. Well, some trouble here now, 3-1.
He's got the open base at first. He doesn't have to be too aggressive and given to the hitter here. But you definitely don't want to make a long inning longer.
And that is ball 4 way inside. So now we've got the bases loaded.
Looks like he went with a breaking ball there. Saw that open base, took a shot at it.
Number 11, Braden Lambert.
And here's Braden Lambert, the catcher. Hit into a 6-4-3 double play. Wonder if he's had his pregame macaroni and cheese.
Wish I had some of that right now.
Yeah, it's a favorite for sure. Lambert gunned out a base stealer from his catching position last inning. And some control problems creeping in here for Evan Blake.
What a great block by Scalise back there. Runner on third, 2 outs. Did a great job of moving his feet.
And we're going to get a mound visit here. Oftentimes we got these guys mic'd up. Let's listen.
Short arm and everything on your, right? Get it out in front of you like Jonesy taught you, right? Pull it down. You're throwing it up at your shoulder, right? Just get it out in front of you so you can see it release. Let's get this guy, right? Ground ball. Here we go. Let's go.
So quick visit. We'll see whether he can make the adjustments. Here's the 1-0 pitch with 2 outs and the bases loaded. And he just sends that one straight down the pipe, fouled back by Lambert. 1-1. This will be the 50th pitch of the game for Evan Blake.
Yeah, I think that was a well-timed mound visit. More than anything beyond the mechanical alteration. Just give the kid a break. Let him catch his breath.
High heat at 70 miles an hour. And he's back in command of this batter. 1-2. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And he gets him on the breaking ball for strike 3. Gets that mound visit. Worked out just fine. So gets out of a bases loaded jam. And now his Massachusetts mates will have a chance with the sticks in the bottom of the third coming up.
Smoke printers.
Brenda, where'd that one get you? Forearm?
That was my seams. There's seams on your arm. Or not the scar.
That's why we hit you the other night, just to get used to it.
No. If that was a little bit farther, like.
Heading for the bottom of the third, New Hampshire and Massachusetts doing battle in an opening round game in the New England Regional at the spectacular Giamatti Little League Center here in Bristol. Alongside Kristen Orpheum, I'm Mark Brown as we take a look at the road to Bristol, which Pittsfield, Mass hopes is just a way station on the way to Williamsport. They are the Massachusetts state champions. They have won 10 of their 11 games on the road. The only loss came in the sectionals, and then they swept through the states. District sectionals and states is what it took. Here's a bunt on the first pitch, a little bobble, but staying with it nicely is Simmons to get the out.
What a great job of getting off the mound there, showing some great athleticism on a well-placed bunt. A little bit of a bobble, didn't panic, came up from the knees, fired a strike.
Doing it all. Great to have an athlete out there on the mound. Ball one. This is Walker Abdallah. 5 feet 75 pounds. The Burrito Basher. What a nickname that is. Yeah, that's the early nominee for the all-nickname team, don't you think?
Yeah, I'd love to hear the backstory on that one.
I don't even know where to begin. Let's see some others on the all-nickname team. We got Tommy Turner, known as Burger. We talked about Nicky Singles before. Oh, Robsta Lobsta. He should be on the Massachusetts team, shouldn't he? With that. Maine, maybe. Will Myers, El Gato Grande. How about your nicknames? What did you like?
Everybody just called me Dino. It was, you know, I'm an Italian guy. It was the first 4 letters of my last name.
Yeah, we
really didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah, no, you never do, right? You don't get to make
about nicknames.
Yeah, you make your own. Now, so, you know, looking over at Baseball Reference right now, which is our Bible. What about North? They got North in there. You need that crossed out? That's not...
No, that popped up. Somebody in San Diego, a fan, tried to get that to stick, and it didn't. It's not a very good nickname, so it didn't have legs.
All right, we'll know not to use it. Was it the San Diego Chicken that gave you that one?
It might have been. It might have been. Do you have any nicknames growing up?
You know, pretty simple, actually. What do you think it would be? Mark Brown.
I mean, you got to go Brownie.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not
like
super creative, but it works. And line shot up the middle for a base hit. So now first and second with 1 out. A bit of a rally going here for Pittsfield. It's the 3rd hit of the game.
Great swing by Brindle, staying up the middle there, shooting that line drive.
So with one out, runners on first and second. We've got Jake Duquette coming in as a pinch hitter. He's not in the starting lineup.
Jakey Poo.
That's his nickname?
That's his nickname.
All right. And he's got a pretty high-level connection from what I've seen.
Future GM, I hear.
Yeah. One of the smartest kids on the team. Look at those relatives. Yeah, they've done some things. Major league level. Jim and Dan. There they are. Current Orioles GM, Dan Duquette. Jim, a former GM as well. So that is out number 2. And we get back to the number 3 hitter, Evan Blake.
Number 8, Evan Blake.
See what he can do. He's got an opportunity, the number 1 hitter on this team. And 2 runners on. And grounds it foul off of third. Huge opportunity here with your number 3 hitter. And runners on, and he gets that one in the hole into left field. And they are going to send the runner. The throw is cut. And the first run of the game is finally across. Walker Abdallah coming in to score. And it's 1-0 Massachusetts. Should that have been cut, you think? Or maybe let that one come through?
Well, you know what? With the runner going to second on the throw anyways, there's no harm in letting that one go. But it seems like the grass kind of gobbled that one up, and there wasn't much of a chance for the runner at home. So the safe play is to cut it off.
Runners at second and third now with 2 outs. Number 4 hitter Antonio Scalise, the catcher, at the plate. And he's got a hitter's count right here at 2-0 with 2 runners in scoring position.
These are the innings when you want to push them across the board. You have runners on base, and you got your big boys coming up. If you're going to win these tournaments, these are the innings where you got to put up some runs.
This is the opportunity here. We'll see if Scalise can do it. 2-1 count, 2 outs. And Simmons continuing to mix it up. Could we call him a crafty lefty?
Not with how hard he's throwing. He's throwing that 4-seamer inside and just sawing guys off. But he's definitely mixing in that slider.
That one's up and away, and now we've got a full count. First base is open, and Tommy Mullen is on deck. There he is, busting it inside again with that fastball, called strike 3. How about coming up with that pitch in that spot, limiting the damage? Simmons holds it at 1. For a failure or refusal to get a player in. That would be a ejection and a suspension for the remainder of that team's run all the way through the last game in Williamsport. Here's Cam Hyzak. He's the number 4 hitter. And he takes that one outside, 1-1. Unfortunate situation that occurred here.
And I think Little League Baseball did a great job of jumping in and protecting the spirit of what they're trying to accomplish with Little League Baseball. And yes, the goal is always to win baseball games, but more importantly, you want to have kids having fun, learning the game, spending time with their friends, with their dads. I think it's a great thing that Little League did, just to make sure that everybody's held accountable.
And there's Hyzak swinging a miss for 2-2 count here, and in addition to clarifying and upping the penalty for that, they've also put in some circuit breakers, if you will, as each dugout is informed at the top of the fourth inning what their current status is for players that need to still get in the game, and it is prescribed what needs to happen over that next inning or two to make that happen. So they're really trying to make a fail-safe so that it just never happens, that a kid doesn't spend a game that he does not get his mandatory play. And there's the strikeout of Isaac as Evan Blake keeps on rolling here. 8 strikeouts.
It's working fast and effective.
Will Perkowski was the starting pitcher for Goffstown at New Hampshire today, and they took him out by design, apparently, at the 20-pitch mark to keep him available for pitching tomorrow should New Hampshire have a game. Swing and a miss there, down 0-2. Just showed you there with the graphic that he actually met Jose Altuve back in 2016. That had to be a thrill.
I never met him. That'd be a thrill for me. I love watching him play.
Yep. Never did hit that growth spurt, but it has not mattered at all.
Nope. That body is perfect for baseball.
Oh, man. So Pittsfield are really electing to ride their starter, Evan Blake, who's still on the mound now for his 62nd pitch. And we just mentioned that Perkowski was taken out after 20. So those are the two kind of completely different ways to approach it. You got your ace, you got your starter, you want to run him out there and ride him. And in the other case, they decided to save Perkowski. Just two completely different ways of looking at it.
Oh, it's the new wave in Major League Baseball as well. What are they calling Sergio Romo now when he starts starting games?
That's right. They still doing that?
Not the closer. He's not the starter. He's something else.
Yeah, and he'd go for 3 outs or so, and then
on to your traditional starter.
Yeah, that's definitely outside the box.
Well, the game definitely is changing with the amount of information that's available at the big league level. And it makes it a little more fun.
There's a ground ball to second, handled by Nick Brindle, and over to first for the out. Second out of the inning. Well, Massachusetts playing solid, getting their great starting pitching. They're checking off some of Chris's keys in this one for sure.
They're not keys for nothing.
Number 15.
But the pitching in general, I think everybody's doing a pretty good job of dealing with their nerves. But the pitching's been outstanding.
Max Willett, first pitch swinging, shoots one through the right side for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Max Willett. And now we are at the 65 pitch number. If he gets past this, he'll have to have 4 days of rest. And they're going with him. They're going to run him out here. Get him to 85 and hope they can get through another couple innings. There are the numbers. You get to 66 plus pitches, you need 4 days of rest. That doesn't mean 4 days from now. That would only be 3 days of rest. You got to have 4 complete off days before you can pitch again, which means Friday would be the earliest that he would be available. But you know, you go out there, you win that first game, stay in the winner's bracket, hope to win the next one, get a day or so off. There's a fastball in there for a strike, so quickly ahead 0-2.
And we had talked about it earlier. It's so important to remain in that winner's bracket for as long as you can.
And that ball gets away, so heading on down to second base. The runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. Goffstown looking to get on the board. Alex Magis fouls that one back. staying alive here in this at-bat. And a slow roller cut off by the third baseman. Warrior coming across and gets the third out of the inning. So in this pitcher's duel, Massachusetts now clinging to that 1-0 lead over New Hampshire. We are on the road to Williamsport. Bristol, one of the stops. Say it all begins with local leagues selecting their all-star teams to represent their league and begin district tournament play. Many states also have a sectional tournament for step 2, and then it's on to the state. And if you are a state champion in the United States, you are going on to the regional tournament, and that is where we are right now. Bristol, Connecticut, the Giamatti Center, which actually is the host of 2 regions, the Mid-Atlantic and the New England region. And we've got games coming from both of those right now in the middle of a New England regional matchup between New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Fun for the whole family. You got the pops going, you got the
push
ice
pops.
cones, everything.
Haven't had a push pop in a long time.
Oh. And we've got a substitute coming off the bench now for Massachusetts, Anthony Frieri, for his first at-bat of the game. He is the second substitution of 4 to be utilized by Massachusetts today. His dream job, as my sports statistician points out very quickly. I think he's worried. He's worried that you know, he might get aged out here with this young guy coming in. He wants to be a sports statistician, this hitter.
I better watch my back.
Yeah, and you know what? Also, too, I mean, it's not as easy as they think. I'll give you that, especially to be as good as Dave Freed. That is the bottom line. Helping us do a great broadcast here. That one is foul back. 2-2.
I know we couldn't do our jobs without him.
So Logan Simmons has gone past the 35 pitch mark, so he will need 2 days before he can pitch again. He came in after the starter, Perkowski, was stopped at 20 pitches in a 0-0 game in the second. And Frieri is down swinging for the first out on the bottom of the 4th. 4 strikeout tonight for Logan Simmons.
Simmons continues to pound the zone with that fastball, working those backdoor sliders. Really effective out there.
Cam Zerbato, a 12-year-old, 5'1", 95 pounds, coming up for his at-bat, and that is all one high. So a hitter's count here for Zerbato. And there it is again, riding that fastball in on the inside corner for strike 1.
So tough to handle that fastball coming in at that angle with that arm slot.
That one is outside for ball 3. Now Cam playing with the inspiration of his dad, Dave, who unfortunately passed away within the past year. was his first coach, and he plays with that inspiration. We give questionnaires to all of these little leaguers that come to the regionals, and he shared this, and we're quoting here. My dad is my role model. He passed away 9 months ago. Things are tough because he has coached me in baseball since I was a baby, teaching me how to get better. And he would love to be here today at the regionals watching me play. So that's some heartfelt words from Cam Zerbato, and I'm sure everybody who sees this and knows about it will be pulling extra hard for this youngster, who also wears a necklace underneath his uniform with a picture of his dad. Real special stuff, baseball and dads, and he's been going through a very tough time here over these last many months, and we're all with him. Very proud of you, Cam, inspiring us all. And Cam draws a walk, so he is on base here. In the bottom of the fourth, with his team leading 1-0. And Simmons doing a great job out there on the mound. Owen Salvatore. That one is a foul back.
Runner 22 for 24.
So we've got the pinch runner coming back in. That is Cam Sign.
Number 22, Cam Sign.
Running for Cam Zerbato.
Great job by Salvatore of extending the at-bat there.
So 0-2 count with 1 out, and fouled it back to stay alive. And the unfortunate happening of the lens cover shattering on our ESPN Plus camera. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That looks like it was expensive.
Yep. Oh, there's a great angle of it. There's second time that's happened today. It happened during the afternoon games and the early games today. Not an uncommon occurrence here at the Giamatti Center. It's very close. It's a fantastic view that we need to give you and we go through a few of these. I'm not sure if we let you know or not, Chris, but it comes out of your per diem, the cost of those.
I'm going to need a lot of DMs then, because
you're pretty old to be a rookie, but you're getting treated like one right now. Sorry about that.
Well, shouldn't they have like a protective glass or something over that? Or is that what already broke today?
Yeah, that's what broke, from what I'm told. So, you know, it's in the several $100 range, and it protects the actual lens. Well, looking for training and information for coaches, umpires, league volunteers, and parents? Well, you can get free backyard tips, practice plans, drills, videos, and more by visiting Little League University.org today. You know, it's so important too, because all Little League coaches, you know, some are great baseball guys who have, you know, played at a high level. They're great coaching. And a lot of Little League coaches on the lower level, you know, they're just a mom or a dad who is out there supporting because it's a need, and all those resources are fantastic for them. I mean, what they really need to do is go out there and support the kids and get them started in a healthy and fun environment, and then they can improve as coaches with those resources.
Yeah, well, my dad, he worked 2 jobs when I was growing up, and he always found some time to coach me and my 2 brothers. And he didn't know much about baseball. Obviously, he grew up in Connecticut, so he knew of baseball, but he didn't know how to coach it. And he kind of learned to coach while we were learning to play. So it was a really special time in my life, and now as a father, I'm looking forward to doing the same for my kid. So, and that's what Little League Baseball is all about. It's about being able to spend some time with your dad, with your mom, before you go off and do your own thing. And that's what I love about Little League Baseball.
Well said, for sure. As they clean up the broken glass behind home plate, they'll be done in just a few moments. We're going to take a little look ahead to tomorrow's schedule. Another pair of Mid-Atlantic and a pair of New England regional games beginning at 10 a.m. Pennsylvania and New York will battle. That's part of the Mid-Atlantic region, followed by a New England region game between Vermont and Rhode Island at 1. John Brickley and the coach, Dave Belisle, will take you through there. Then Chris and I will be back for the later two games, New Jersey and Maryland in the Mid-Atlantic region. That comes on at 4. And then the nightcap at 7, Maine versus the winner of our game. So all great stuff, and you never know what's going to happen in a Little League game. That's why we've got all of them available for you, streaming live on ESPN+. Walk-off home runs, perfect games, odd plays that you've never seen on a baseball field.
Missing first base
It
to
will happen.
break up a perfect game. I mean, I always said you'll see something in baseball every single day that you've never seen before, and it continues even after my playing career is done.
That was a fairly lengthy delay, as it needed to be. And that next pitch is sent into the gap in left center field, and they are circling the bases. 1 run will come in, and a triple sliding in there. Owen Salvador coming up big, and you have to wonder if that delay had some effect maybe on the pitcher.
Well, great job by Salvatore with the delay, jumping on that high outside fastball, hitting it right where you're supposed to in that left center gap, and then watch the runners go.
This is Ben Cornish coming in to get his mandatory play back, coming off that Massachusetts bench. So second run is now in, 2-0 for Pittsfield American. Showing bunt again, gets this one down, and it just rolls foul. So 2 strikes now. Working a little safety squeeze there. You would think they'd be calling that one off at this point with 2 strikes. How many times do we see it? You can't get the bunt down. Oh no, we didn't do my job, and then you shoot a little hit through. They do go and turn to bunt it again, and he is out on strikes. So they committed to it, even with the 2 strikes, and now 2 outs.
I had an interesting conversation with one of the coaches in the Cubs organization this year about that, with bunting with 2 strikes. And with how high the strikeout rate has become in baseball, it's not a bad play statistically if you can have somebody that gets the bunt down. So there's something to be said for a highly skilled bunter to be able to do that with 2 strikes.
Interesting how it trends in the game and the way it heads definitely changes some of what that conventional wisdom has always been. When not playing baseball, this is what he does: eat, sleep, fortnight, repeat.
I'm sure some of that sleep gets interrupted by some of that fortnight.
Yeah, I've been finding that more and more in my household. One of mine.
I'm tempted to get on there myself.
I already know I'm the worst video game player ever, so I don't even bother.
Who was your favorite console?
I don't even know. Never even. I mean,
the classic Nintendo.
Yeah, well, I never even had a console. It was a question of what you did at an arcade. Yeah, I handled the remote control pretty well, but for the television. Yeah, Fortnite is it, 72% as a walk is drawn here. So first and third with 2 outs. I mean, I remember when Palm came out, man. You know, I'm older than you. And what? Asteroids, Space Invaders. That's when I got off. That was a long time ago. I got off the merry-go-round at that point.
Then the Nintendo came out, changed the game.
Yeah, it had already passed me by. Hard hit towards second and through. The third run now comes in. And now first and third with 2 outs. So some 2-out RBIs here. And Massachusetts chipping away here and pushing the lead up to 3-0.
And another liner by Brindle. He's been doing a great job of putting the barrel on the baseball, not trying to do too much, and it's 3-0.
Ben Jacob takes the ball. The runner just moving down to second base. Looked like that might have been designed to see if they could get their attention and get that run in from third. They just let him have the second base.
It's like they went fishing there.
Yep.
Threw out some bait.
Yep.
Fish weren't biting.
Most of these little league teams will have that cat and mouse game played in first and third. See how their opponents handle it. And that one's on the outside corner for strike one. 2-1 with 2 outs. Simmons' 68th pitch of the game is in there for strike 2. Ben Jacob. And he is down swinging for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before Massachusetts gets 2 more runs and will head for the top of the 5th. New Hampshire coming up, but trailing 3-0.
Baseball World Series, official Little League cancer located near the pavilion. Also, you can try your luck in our daily pin raffles.
Massachusetts pitcher Evan Blake pitching a shutout heading for the 5th inning. He's doing a great job. 8 strikeouts and has only surrendered 3 total hits. And that's just a look at some of his variety. There are the numbers. Couple of walks. And he is, I guess most importantly, besides the no runs, is 70 pitches in. 85 is the limit. See how many more outs he can get within that pitch limit. And Nate Kia is coming up for Goffstown as a pinch hitter. Second pinch hitter of the 4 that they will need to get in. He showed bunt and then took a strike. He's just 11 years old, the youngest player on the team. And quickly behind 0-2. And he is down on strikes for the 1st out of the inning. 3 pitches.
Oh, we had briefly touched on it before, but it can be so difficult to be a pinch hitter coming in as the game's already in its rhythm, the pitcher's feeling good, and you've been sitting in the dugout for 4 innings now, and you come in and you have to really focus on trying to slow the game down and just zeroing in on the pitch that you really want to hit and pulling the trigger and putting a good swing on it when you see it.
This is Will Patnod coming in to get his first at bat of the game. Will's nickname, Squilliam. Haven't seen that one before.
That's a new one.
Outside, way outside, so 2-0 for Will. He's got a hitter's count here.
This is a pinch hitter's delight right now. fastball count, you know the pitcher doesn't want to get behind 3-0 and put you on base. You just zero in on that fastball, time it up nice, and put a barrel on it.
Now he's got 3-0. Up to 76 pitches. Is this a automatic take here, or?
At this point in the game, down 3, I think you got to see at least one more pitch, and that's what we're going to see.
There he is, squared around, bluffing the bunt, but clearly the take on all the way. Now 3-1, still that hitter's count. And that's outside for ball 4. So Patnod gets on with 1 out. And that'll take us back to the top of the order, Ryan Strand. So that was a big base runner to get on right there. And starts him off with a fastball right down the middle. Strand 0 for 2 tonight, couple of strikeouts. That one's outside.
I think we're starting to see Blake tire a little bit. Mechanics are getting a little bit loose. He's been throwing that fastball pretty good all night.
That one's fouled back. 1-2. Strand's nickname is Strando. He's got the lucky socks and lucky arm sleeve. Puts his glove and bat in the left corner of the bench. That ball is back up the middle and through for a base hit. So this is a great opportunity here for Goffstown. They're down 3-0, but 1 out, 2 on. And the starting pitcher that they haven't scored against, his pitch count is up to 82.
It definitely got a bit of a momentum change after that walk. Now you got the heart of the order coming up, looking to do a little bit of damage, at least chip into this lead as best you can.
That ball is inside to Logan Simmons. Couple of walks tonight. Oh, so this guy, you know, he's got the fortnight, so he's inside on the tech a little bit, but the hunting and fishing, baseball, that's all outdoors, right?
It's good balance.
Good balance.
A little of this, a little of that.
Relax, right? You got a couple pitches left, right? But this is a big out here that we need to get. All right, this is a big out we need right here, this one. The first one's always the biggest, right? Let's get this out. Relax. All right, relax, okay? He's walked twice, so let's get him. Come on, let's go.
I'll tell you what, my favorite part of that meeting right there was his teammates coming in. I'll give him a little pat, tell him, let's go, everything's going to be fine. Sign of a good team right there when everybody's got your back.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do here. 83 pitches. Likely his last batter. And that is up for ball 2. That one is on the corner. 2-1. Braden Lambert, the number 3 hitter, is on deck. Simmons a chance to do some damage. Same spot. Strike 2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And this is an out at third. Now, with first base occupied, there was no chance to actually run to first. So, strike him out, throw him out, double play. First base has to be unoccupied in order for you to actually get there on a drop third strike. But the base runners overreacted there and took a chance that they didn't need to take. Oh boy, what a break for Massachusetts.
Yeah, they were really struggling to get out of that inning. I'll tell you what, I didn't know what was going on in that play, so I don't know how the base runner did either.
defensive changes for New Hampshire in center field. Number 7, Logan Simmons.
Well, New Hampshire has brought on a new pitcher, trailing 3-0 in the bottom of the 5th. This is Max Willett. He's a 12-year-old, 5'6", 110 pounds. The third pitcher of the game for New Hampshire. Logan Simmons has moved on to center field. And it goes straight out to him and over his head. Couple bounces to the wall. And sliding in with a double is Evan Blake. That was a line shot.
We haven't seen too many balls hit like that today. That was an absolute missile over the center fielder's head.
So a leadoff double, and Antonio Scalise, the catcher.
Looked like he gave his teammates a little wink there at the end, too.
That's ball 1. Massachusetts looking to tack on some here. The ball is out for ball 2. Coach Skutnik calling Scalise one of the team leaders. He fouls that one away. Solid behind the plate. Two-one pitch from Willett. That was grounded towards short. Takes a big hop, and then what a gun by Ryan Strand. And on the throw, advancing to third base is Evan Blake, who is still down. The ball hit him.
A bit of an awkward slide. Oh, and the ball got him.
So he's up now and will stay in the game.
What a great base running move, too. Yeah. Getting to third base with one out on that long throw.
Number 34, Tommy Mullen.
So Tommy Mullen will come up, the number 5 hitter for Pittsfield, Mass. Mullen squares to bunt. Offered and missed for strike 1.
And that's the advantage of getting that runner to third with one out. There's so many more ways that you can get him across the plate now.
Home plate umpire may be asking for help to see if he offered at that bunt. I thought that was pretty clear that he did. Well, and he gets confirmation from his third base umpire. That's Dave Robertson from Newmarket, Maryland.
I think that was pretty clear cut. I've taken worse full swings than that.
0-1. Looking to bunt, pops this one up. It is caught, but luckily for Massachusetts, Evan Blake had not strayed too far off of third base. No chance to get doubled up there. Here's Cam Syme.
Good idea there with one out, trying to push that extra run across. Just couldn't quite get it down.
Ball 1 to Syme. Solid defender. How about his hobbies? Water activities, snorkeling, kayaking. Atta boy.
No Fortnite?
Well, there's another note here which may explain that. His coach said he's known as a ladies' man.
Oh, all right. No time for video games.
Nope. Not with baseball, snorkeling, and kayaking. You got to love a catcher and a pitcher getting together, trying to work things out themselves. Could be signs.
Well, it's an important situation, too. You want to make sure that you're both on the same page. I'm sure the catcher's got some suggestions on how they can get this guy out. You just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page.
Ready to go, 1-1. 2 outs, man on third. That is ball 2. So important for Goffstown to stop it right here. And that ball is hit well into the gap in right center field. That'll get down. And stumbling around first base, so no chance to go for 2 there. But driving in the 4th run of the game, that's the most important thing. So Cam Syme gets a good piece of it. Let's see what happened at first.
Number 11, Owen Salvatore.
Now we see the run coming in there, make it 4-0. Then a swing and a miss for strike 1 here for Owen Salvatore.
It's like he had a chance to go to second on there. He just appeared to stumble over the bag.
A breaking ball going way inside. Yeah, they got to that ball pretty quick, too. I think that would have been a really tight play at second base. Would have loved to see it play out. I'm sure he was going for it.
Well, he took that nice aggressive turn.
Yep. And you get a ball down in the gap, right? You're not thinking single, right?
I was thinking double on grounders.
Yep.
In fact, I got a scar on my face to prove it.
Foul ball on the 1-2 pitch with 2 outs. And Syme on first. Owen Salvatore, an RBI triple, and has scored a run.
I'll never forget my first hit in AAA. I just hit a grounder through the 6-hole to the left fielder, and I just kept going to second. I ended up getting a cleat in the face, diving in head first, and got 5 stitches in the chin.
Safe?
Out.
Oh.
Speaking of nicknames, I was a young guy in that team. They called me Chin Strap for a while.
I bet. So a great strikeout to end the 5th. New Hampshire will be down to their last 3 outs.
Photographing the game action this week is LIFN. This is the photographer of the 2018 Little League Baseball Eastern Region Tournament. To view and take home a piece of the action. They offer a wide variety of products to choose from and are eager to show you their best shots. Just keep in mind the photos are not available online.
Well, a pitching change for Pittsfield, Mass. Coming on in to close it after a tremendous starting performance from Evan Blake. Blake has now moved to shortstop, and Cam Syme is on the mound. Syme had an RBI single in the last inning and now looks to close this one out. He needs 3 outs. And his first pitch is a strike to Jake Clardy. So with this pinch hitter, Goffstown is satisfying its mandatory play rule with 3 outs to go. See if he can spark his team. They need base runners.
Yeah, any way you can get on base here, it's so important. Down 4, it's going to take a large rally to cut down this lead. So singles, doubles, walks, anything you can do right now to help your team get on base. And he's working the count really nicely. I wouldn't be surprised to see him take another.
Dream job is a surgeon. And that one's in there for a strike, so now a 3-2 count. See what Jake Clardy can do here. That's in the dirt for ball 4. So he does his job. He gets on base.
That's the start they're looking for. You're not going to score 4 without getting that first one.
And we're going to get a pinch runner. Braden Lambert, it looks like, getting ready to come in. Special pinch runner after Clardy drew the leadoff walk.
For New Hampshire, pinch runner on first base, number 11, Braden Lambert. And now batting number 22, Cam Hyzak.
So now the number 4 hitter coming up, Cam Hyzak, 0 for 2. And he takes ball 1. The 1-0 from Syme is ripped out to center field and off the glove of Salvatore. It's going for extra bases, and here comes the first run of the game. Lambert scores and hustling into third is Cam Hyzak. So this is some serious momentum here. Some life. Nobody out.
What a big swing. Just over the center fielder's head. Big momentum swinger.
So that'll go as an RBI double, advancing to third on the throw home. Heads up base running as it got by there. Little visit to the mound. So Cam Syme has faced a couple of hitters. A walk and a double and a run. But he's got some runs to work with. I mean, that's the beautiful thing. He needs 3 outs. He's got a 3-run lead.
Yeah, he really just needs to recognize the scoreboard right now and just continue to throw strikes, rely on his defense. He does have a pretty large margin for error, but breaking that seal and scoring that first run, a big momentum swing. We'll see what happens.
Starts him off with a strike fouled off. Perkowski, swing and a miss. One a little outside, tailing out of the zone, 0-2. So he's getting on top here. Infield is back. There's Blake, the shortstop, gets the shore out, trading out for a run. Still got the 2-run lead. Solid baseball there. Through strikes, trusts his teammates, just like you said.
Yeah, no need to have the infield in there. The play was automatically to first base. Now you get the bases clear. They need to start again.
This is Max Willett with 1 out. And nobody on. Trailing by 2. Little shot in the arm of confidence here for New Hampshire, getting those couple of runs. And you never know.
That's the beauty.
Yep, the guy they couldn't really score any runs against. They got him out on a pitch count. Now they get to look at another pitcher. So far, it's going well for them. Now 3-0 count. '15th pitch of the inning for Cam Syme. That one in there for a strike. Let taken all the way there.
Get a good one here, buddy.
And a ground ball towards second. Takes a tough hop. And safe at first is Max Willett.
Tough in-between hop there.
This is Nick Brindle. Got his body in front of it, but like you said, that in-between hop was tough. And with these short base paths, just 60 feet.
And here we go again. Another rally starts.
So now the tying run comes to the plate.
Pinch hitting number 34,
And Maddox Turk is into pinch hit. This is his second at bat. Struck out in his first at bat. Turk takes a big swing at that one. A lot of confidence from his coaches and teammates there. He was a substitute in this game, and his coaches got him a second at bat here in a key situation. And that is lifted to center field. Under it is Salvatore, and he's got it for the second out of the inning. So now New Hampshire down to their final out.
Syme's doing a great job of limiting damage right now.
Number 5, James Bass.
Keeping the rallies in check.
So Syme is about to hit the 20 pitch count, but if he can get the final out, not only can he get the win, he can get his pitch count frozen at 20 and be available tomorrow. Oh, but he rides that one in and it hits the batter. James Baggs, who already had a single, is now on first. So Baggsy wears that one. Hey, doesn't hurt at all. I'm on base, and we're still alive.
A little smile on the face.
I love it.
Cheering the guys on.
Isaac Morin. And now, since we are at that 20 pitch level, and he's on a new batter, this is it if they want to stop him.
You had one pitch left, you beamed him. Nice job. All right, let's go. You're going to center. Hey, let's go. Who cares? Let's get this out. We're at it tomorrow night. Let's go. I got you. 2 and 3. Here we go. Come on, let's go. Get it out. Let's go.
A little bit of humor there. Never know what you're going to hear when we're got them mic'd up. So we are making a pitching change for Massachusetts, and coming in from center field is Owen Salvatore, the left-hander, so a completely different look here. Well, here's a look at tomorrow. We're in our final game of the night tonight in day 1. 2 more Mid-Atlantic and 2 more New England regional games beginning 10 a.m. Pennsylvania and New York from the Mid-Atlantic region, taking on Vermont, and then Vermont and Rhode Island at 1. That's the second game from the New England region. John Brickley, Coach Dave Belial will get you started with those first 2 games. Then Chris and I will be back for New Jersey and Maryland at 4 out of the Mid-Atlantic, and then Maine. And the winner of tonight's game, New Hampshire or Massachusetts, will be Maine's opponent in the nightcap tomorrow. And let's take a little look at slipping there on the mound on one of the warm-up pitches for Owen Salvatore.
I think he's glad he just didn't fall down on TV right there.
Yep, exactly. It's all working out.
Just adjust the hole and you're ready to go.
Yep. So he will inherit a 2-run lead with 2 outs and runners on first and second, facing the number 9 hitter, Isaac Morin, who's already got a single tonight. And Salvador starts him off with a strike. Says he tries to pump the team up for good luck. Now he can pump them up with a nice line drive base hit here to keep things going.
That's for sure. I think anything in the gap right now, you got to take a chance and try to score from first.
And now he's got the count working his way a little bit, 2-1. Still having some trouble with the footing out there is Salvatore. Now the spot he's stepping probably different than the spots that the right-handers, his previous pitchers. And that's a great pitch on the inside corner. Takes the count to 2-2, 2 outs, 2 on, down 2. Here's Salvatore. Strike 3 swinging. They got to get the out, don't they? For the... He caught it. That ball did not hit the dirt, apparently. Checked it out, and that is it. So Massachusetts gets the win with the strikeout. Some great sportsmanship shown there from Salvatore. I guess we're going to get another look at this. The final play is always reviewed, whether it's asked for or not. Let's see. Got him to chase the ball, and that looks like it's clean in the glove.
Final score.
Dirt comes up, but the ball is all in the leather, right?
Just got it in the webbing.
A clutch performance by Salvatore, who comes on to close it out. Total team effort for Massachusetts, Chris.
Yeah, that was just an overall great game. Evan Blake just pitched a wonderful game. Added some offense with the bat, and they scored just enough to get the W today.
Well, once again, our final score, 4-2, Massachusetts defeats New Hampshire. I want to thank you for watching the Little League Regionals. Goodbye for now from Bristol. For Kristen Orfea, I'm Mark Brown. We'll be back at it tomorrow.
And have a safe drive. We hope you'll join us back here later in the week.